Here we go, though. Like you said, man, this is the tail end of NA East. And again, Fortnite fam, if this is your first time tuning in, maybe, you know, you've been with us in and out. Guys, this is it. The final week of solo competition. 9 minutes, almost 10 here left on the clock for these players to queue up. This is it, Lupo. This is literally these players' last opportunity to qualify and punch a ticket to the finals. Now, don't forget, we have 1 week left that has been moved, all right? And that will be the final duo week. But right now, it's all about solos.
Remember, too, with that adjustment in scheduling comes a doubling of prize. $2 million on the line this week and the following week, that final week, the 20th and the 21st, in case you're checking your calendars. Appreciate Epic making a solid call there. You don't want to schedule multiple cool events simultaneously. Make sure everybody can watch and play, etc. Top of your screen there, and then we've seen multiple times climbing the leaderboard. Hogman squeaking outside that box on the left side. Meanwhile, Phenom here in front of you, pushing forward. Round up 28 points right now. 2 eliminations, halfway full on materials, and the all-powerful tactical shotgun in the inventory. At this point, that's a joke in comparison. Honestly, so many people, especially in competitive, favor the combat shotgun because its ability to hit at range favors accuracy, and the ability to ADS, aim down sights, for those that are not aware of what the acronym stands for, do just a little bit extra damage as everything the accuracy is increased, everything's pushed together, the spread is not as severe. Shots from the outside here, a quick little tap. Lauden goes down. Phenom picking up 3rd elimination.
That was a great ramp, there to mount a little bit of a defense. You know, he saw the player, he eliminated the player, someone else saw him eliminate the player. I was trying to find a better way of saying that, but I was like, let's just go for it. And then,
I respect the attempt.
You know, I appreciate it. Got to try sometime. You know what's crazy? I think this is the first time we're seeing Sunny Steps today as one of these final ending zones. Now, don't forget, guys, top 25 is that placement threshold. 15, 5 is the victory out, or all the additional ones as well. And every elimination is a point. So, Dr. Lupo, you know, these guys, we can't stress this enough. Like I said earlier, this is the final few moments. Everything they do is going to affect the standings, right? If they eliminate a player, 100%. If they get eliminated, maybe they make a bad call or a bad trade, it's going to directly impact the standings.
On top of that, you can see big shifts in placement. Might come down to the point where some player may or may not qualify because of a single mistake. 1v1 that's lost, that kind of situation. Red Sprite on the outside. Graska finding 2 eliminations. The second to follow through is on Tilt. Pushing up the ramp here. We're in the top 25 now. Placement points going out for everybody. 41 points. Enough to put Graska closer to the top 10. Love to see that. Campfire down to probably the only time that might be this safe. Even then, not very safe. It's multiple players. Blind pressure shots squeaking through the walls. Graska's forced to turbo build. Try and save himself and a chance to heal up on that. Campfire, you saw High Sky rotating next to Graska. Taking it out just barely by a hair. 52 HP is enough for a combat shot out of midair to cause Graska to have to go back to the lobby. 52 builds left and both minis popped. 102 HP, just kidding. 152, maybe 200 in a second here. We'll see. Graska trying to find another elim. Quick edit back down into his own build. Pushing forward in the outside rotation in front of his opponent's box. Owning as many of the surfaces as possible. Really, really solid heads-up play there. Phenom out by the storm because of damage dealt just moments ago. Top 15, top 13 now as Graska picks up more placement points and the eliminations from the previous opponents.
Now, don't forget, Dopeye is up above him. Down below is Shaz. And look here on the lowest ground, players being eliminated. High Sky there as well. And look at the rift, just sending players into the sky. So now Graska's not on the highest ground tarp, so he's got to make a decision. The guy on the top, Dopeye, is going to be looking up because anyone could try and potentially contest high ground. So now he's probably going to turn his attention down below. He could go for the contest and try to overtake high ground, but right now, man, again, when every single interaction matters, it's better to just wait it out. Try and get those placement points
100%.
First, and then go for elims, right?
Seeing a slightly lower average score right now.
Woo!
Everybody in here, Statsy goes down.
All right.
Adrian the outside. Big push there from Graska. E11 feeling real good about their recruitment right now. We've said that about Ghost, FaZe, and a number of other teams in the past, but right now, Nebraska definitely putting on a good show. E11 doing an excellent job, feeling good about all their players.
Oh, look at that. Up on the high ground. Nebraska goes for the contest, and he overtakes, man, words, what's going on with me today? Overtakes Dopey up on the high ground, and look at this dude. He's dropped into critical HP. He's just got to bail on the entire situation. It's like, Nebraska, my bad, man. I didn't know it was your high ground.
Sorry about that. Good to go now.
Almost here. Top 5, Lupo getting close.
80 damage there. Nebraska looking to follow through. See if we can pick up an elimination. Going to double layer above. You want to keep ownership of as many surfaces above as players are rotating. Look at that shot. That's exactly why. Takes ownership of the ceiling. Quick edit. Shaz goes down. 4 players remaining. 8 elims right now for Nebraska. Big game. Victory royale or not. We'll see here in a second. Dopey on the ultimate low ground. 30 HP, it looks like. Trick and Nyko King fighting it out. The same tarp, the same box. Nyko King drops out just before getting the elim and actually goes down himself. Trick going down to Nebraska. It's a 1v1 with Dopey with no builds, 29 HP. Here we go. The shots from above. Constant pressure is all it's going to take, as this is Nebraska's game to win. Imagine a loss right now. Yeah, right. It couldn't be me. And Nebraska takes it home.
Very well executed from him. Just identifying, when to go for the high ground retake. Obviously, you want high ground heading into these later circles, but you got to know when to do it. Because if you just go aggressive and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to challenge this guy. Oftentimes, it's met with a combat shotgun to the face.
Timing is everything. Timing is absolutely everything. If you, like you said, if you have a player that pushes up at the wrong time, maybe that player that has the ultimate high ground is already aware of everything that's going on. Could literally have a bead on you from above. Maybe you flint knock up, maybe you redeploy, anything. You're putting yourself in a shot in a position that basically says, please shoot me out of the air. Have this elimination. Excellent gameplay there. By the way, if you are on NA East, we are in the last 3.5 minutes of queue time. Get the games in, or that's a big misstep. Why would you not? Just do it.
I mean, especially if you have extra games, just hop in and go for those elimination games or throwaway games, as sometimes we refer to.
If it's your last one, though, definitely play it all the way out for placement.
Yeah.
So important.
Absolutely.
You can pick up extra points there. See the mark for the circle. I mentioned that earlier. Very kind of cool that we can see that from this view. Carew from the Twitter gang, or I'm not sure.
I think that just means he's Carew on Twitter.
I just love all the different prefixes and stuff people put in their names. The smiley faces at the end. Is goated, spams L2.
I will not lose.
Love it. Love
a billion of them. Picks up air cool there in the crossfire. Now he knows someone else is close. Luxier as well going to get picked up. And someone's going to send Stinks RPGs, the likes, over Carew's way. But look at all this free loot. I believe that is a Chug Jug as well. I mean, I feel like if you're going to go ahead and dedicate the 10 seconds for the Meg, just take the extra 5.
Chug. Why are you not using the Chug?
Listen,
Drew, why are you not using the Chug, bro?
It's, maybe he's just feeling a little bit of pressure here from things around him. Remember, we have more, insight on this just because we can see more. We have more information than Carew does in this game. So
I feel like he's got to have the audio cues to know that no one is around him, or at least no one's going to pressure. The only thought could be, is there someone maybe 1-2 layers up with a heavy snipe, someone that could drop into this box and apply pressure when I'm not really expecting it. Yeah. But he was already at such high HP and shield. Look, he's even standing still right now. This is just so you know at home. Look at that. That wasn't even a spectate issue. That was literally he sat there and did nothing.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you might as well have just taken the Chug. And just leave it behind. Listen, it's okay.
Leaving it behind now makes sense.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a chance to use that, but not using the Chug in that moment feels like a misplay. It's all right, though. Hopefully,
very well
figure this out.
Could come back to bite him. But look, if he gets a siphon, he's going to be fine.
Yeah.
That might be what he's banking on. It's like, look, let's just go for the siphon.
He knows. He read the script, right? He knows that this is about to be an elim for him. Joke, by the way, internet, Reddit, please. There's no actual script. We're kidding. 30 players left. We'll get a top 25 soon. Carew just rotating around inside this baller, not putting too much pressure on anybody. You don't want to make yourself a target and make anybody frustrated. You break their builds, that kind of thing. You know they're going to lash back. Kaleber in the feet, pick it up. Elam on Tandy. Players in the ultimate high ground stills. Carew's rotating this ball. He's not the only one, though, as you see a swarm of ballers in front.
Right here on the edge of top 25. And this is what we're going to see, right? Everyone's slowing down their game. Justin, unfortunately, going to be edged out right there at the end. And this is probably when you wanted to, this is the least optimal time to be eliminated, right? Right on the edge of top 25.
Because heartbreaking, because you wasted 20 minutes getting to top 26, and then you get popped. Whoever you see in the feed next. Oh, there it is. I believe it was Swifty Slides goes down. Very sad.
Yeah, if you jump into a game and you're eliminated like 86, maybe pick up an elim or two, you're like, you know what? No big
Not
deal.
bad.
I hopped in.
Good use of time.
Yeah, but if you hop in like that and you get eliminated, it's rough.
Right now, not the best. I guess the last game, too, not a huge deal because you know that, oh, God, we're going to get another one in. But this is a lot of players. Styles on Gek all the way to the bottom of your screen, falling outside of the zone, probably going to go down 2 storm damage on your screen. Were the point schemes, how to get points, placement, and eliminations, very important. Percently, 0 elims, 101 builds. 17 left, looking all the way up top, pushing his way back up. Player inside, a lot of baller play in here. You got to remember too, they feel like if you mess with one baller, you're going to get the whole swarm, so you got to be careful because there's going to be a lot of people flying around you. Gal all the way to the top. Zakep, NA East out of time for queuing. Bugabot dropping in as well. Sebi goes down. Animal pick up that elimination.
You know, I feel like at this point, because there's so many ballers rolling around, like you just gotta crack them. Yeah, there goes one.
Speaking of, Animal forced out of the ball are gonna have to build up and tarp out at the level here, which is kind of tough because there's nothing else connecting what he's built in on, unless somebody connected from above, which they may have. We'll see here. Good chance to farm up a little bit of tree. Get some wood there. He's only at 331. Might as well pick up as much as he can. Move forward and build out towards the front of the safe zone, boxing up and looking back inside for an opportunity to take shots. Awareness here extremely important. As a player in a potential top 10 on the board situation, you want to look for every chance you have to pick up even just 1 elim. Even a tag on a player that may go down to the storm, because that will count as a point too. You have that 60-second window. Recent patch changes, changing the way that players are playing. Shots through the window, big hit there, finds Briggs, an elimination. 8 remaining. That's the second one for Animal.
He finds himself a combat as well. Now, he did not pick it up. I don't think he realized. Unfortunately, he's going to be caught off guard there a little. Unfortunately, when you happen to, in those situations when you're trying to rapidly pick up loot, you're just going to drop a few things that you don't mean to, and that's kind of what we saw, unfortunately. But look at all the spread of people here, Lupo. Everyone's, like, Percently's basically in the stratosphere right now. Just now deciding, let me rejoin everyone down below, playing Fortnite. Mooncakes gets picked up in the crossfire. Now it's only top 5.
Let me join everyone playing Fortnite down below. I'm playing a different game up in the sky. Percently and Jen now on the ultimate high. Tendons in the mid, and one player, I believe, floating in right now. It's Crazy Ken dropping in. If Percently doesn't look up very soon, it's going to be scary immediately. Nope, Crazy Ken going to go down to the storm. Tendons in the ultimate low. Percently has the HP advantage, and it does pay off big as the storm takes Tendons out. And that's a victory royale, a 1 elimination victory royale. 11 points is still big.
Yeah, it's hard, right? Because like in games like that where you have the 1 elimination and the 10 points from the victory royale, it's kind of like, you know, you could have gone for more, but it's 11 points.
11. Look at it this way: 1 elimination and 26th. That's 1. 1 elimination and a win. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Still got the victory royale. It all adds up. Meanwhile, Symphony, a name we've seen maybe once or twice. Wink. Very well-known player here. 40 remaining. Good to see everybody making an opportunity to sneak their way out onto the main stage here in NA East. If you're just tuning in, we're coming up towards the end of these NA East games. The last week for solo qualifiers, week 9 here. It's been 5 of them total. So if players do not qualify solo today, they do not qualify solo at all for New York City.
That's right, man. Only 1 week of duo competition as well. It's crazy that
it's the last minute. That's why I think these are the highest tension games, and that's why I think players are putting on an excellent performance. Shots here, the infantry rifle. Oh my gosh! Nylon
is bad aim.
Beamed out of midair. Symphony showing that he does have the good aim. That good that you want.
You know, man, this is such a great point, though, in that, like, because this is coming down to the final few games, right? This final either 10 games or 3-hour window to play in, you're just going to see people play very different, right? Like, maybe someone's more aggressive, but you're trying to say, look, I need to play for placements. I got to at least hit top 25. Then I go for eliminations, right, to maximize my time. Maybe someone plays very, very defensively, so much so that we saw, like, last game, they only got the 1 elim, but still the 11 points, it's huge.
Yep.
But if you only get 1 elimination, you're eliminated, like, top 25, it's only 4 points, and that's where again, we talk a lot about, you know, time management, game management, knowing when to be aggressive, when not. It all comes into play.
You have to realize, too, I've seen a little bit of this on Twitter from a number of different personalities in the Fortnite community. People are talking about how once the 20th and the 21st goes by, once the 10th week of competition is done, we have a month of decompression. If you have to realize that 2.5 months straight of people literally non-stop grinding, non-stop practicing, scrimmage games left and right all day, that's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of stress on a lot of these players, and so a good decompression period, I honestly look forward to it for a lot of the people that are out here. People that will not qualify can look forward to what's next from Epic. Bomb shot down midair. But there is a lot of stress right now because you're down the last 2 weeks, so people, I think, are a little more punishing in their own gameplay, a little less forgiving on mistakes they make themselves. So once this is done, you get a good reset period for people that have qualified, a mental break, just for a little bit. But then you gotta stay serious after that, get back into it, because New York City is just around the corner. Coming up in the late July, it's gonna be a big time for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's very easy, you know, to be eliminated and maybe not qualify or what have you, and get very down on yourself and down on your skills. But at the end of the day, you gotta remember, these players are top 3,000 in their region. They are here for a reason. All their hard work, things like this. That Spizzle of all people, right there on the edge of top 25 as well. You hate to see it, but, you know, man, at the end of the day, you just got to remember that you're here for a reason. You're an incredible player, and there's always going to be more opportunities in the future.
Thanks, Zeke. I knew I was incredible, but hearing it from you helps quite a bit. Your placement positions right there in the top right of your screen. Oceania, Asia, Brazil, 1 apiece. 8 for Europe, 6 for NA East, 2 for NA West. And if you're a real gamer out there, you're putting something big out, you want to see a cool clip, anything like that, hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Tag us on Twitter, Zeke specifically.
Oh, man. I love when people post things. I love interacting with the community. It's a lot of fun. What?
There's good people out there.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. Just like the Sneaky Bro art, they sent us the artwork as well. I mean,
the Fort 9?
The Fort 9. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, my gosh. Inside this box, doing nonstop work. Guys takes Dr. Football out, pushing up. Horn in the ultimate high ground, looking down from above. Wi-Fi. No shield and trying to rotate forward. Vivid from Liquid, another player we've kept our eyes on previously. I actually caught a clip of Vivid flying off the map earlier in quad. You got to be real careful with those, bud. You got to be real careful with those. 15 players left. Placement points out for everybody involved. Kez still inside this box. Down to 28 shield tags from the back. Gonna have to wall off and protect himself. Drop in there. The baller causing a bit of a ruckus. Shot from the side. Symphony catches him inside a box. Campfire goes unused. Symphony 10 bandages for a late game heal off if needed. I guess pick it up. J-Storm Tyler's in the feed. 12 players remaining. And if you're at home wondering why we try and commentate a majority of what you see on your screen in relevant times like this, because there are players that, spectators that won't be able to watch the stream, people that are potentially blind that enjoy listening to Fortnite.
My bad. My mic wasn't on, was it? Yeah, that was a big deal. My bad. It will